What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, but your girl's been very busy, as you've probably seen if you follow me on social media. And if you don't already follow me on social media, make sure you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, everywhere, TikTok, and also here. Make sure you subscribe and like the channel. As you saw by the title of this, and the reason that I've been absent is because I just designed a dress for Ashley Darby from the Real Housewives of Potomac. And if you've already seen it, you've seen a little bit of the behind the scenes on my Instagram if you have. If not, I'm here to share it with you, all right? I had an amazing time. This was my second reunion dress for Ashley and probably like my, I don't know, fifth or sixth look for her. I've done like television appearance looks for her. But, you know, she gave me a month and she basically said, do you have time to make a dress for me? And I was just like, yeah. So usually it's a running joke amongst all of my clients. In case you're new here, I'm Riley Knox. I'm known for being the #1 Beyonce impersonator in the world, but I also am a designer for Riley Knox Couture. All right. But anyway, so, Ashley, it's a running joke amongst a lot of my clients, celebrity clients anyway, that they give me very little time. They're like, can you make a dress for me? I need it like by Thursday, and today is like Monday, and I'm like, okay. So Ashley gave me a month, which is very rare, and she was like, the color theme is black. And then she came back a few days later and was like, the theme is supposed to be, why am I drawing a blank here? It's supposed to be an art gallery. And we were kind of like, what? Does that mean you just have to have an artful element to it? But really, it was just, that's the decor on the reunion. We figured that out. So here is a little bit behind the scenes of how it came to fruition. And I know Ashley, and I know she has her new girls, and she has her, you know, she likes to show a little skin. So, I mean, you know, I wanted to play up those assets. I hope you enjoy this behind the scenes vlog, and you'll even get to see her in her fitting. And then you also see the pictures of her in the gown in her full look. Shout out to Priscilla and Corey for doing her hair and makeup. Well, makeup and hair. And thank you, Miss Ashley Darby, for giving me the opportunity to create another masterpiece for you. Now, I will give you a little bit of details about the gown. It was all done by hand. It features a mesh skirt that is covered in crystals. That's the only part that I used the sewing machine on. Everything else was sewn by hand. So it took 300 hours to make this dress. That's why you guys have not seen me. And I've had a lot of other things going on, including I have a lot of performances coming up, so I've been preparing for those also. But yeah, so yeah, it was a lot of work, all by hand, and you're about to see that work right now in these clips. It features also Black Diamond Swarovski crystals. It has a high slit, low cut, is a built-in corset in the dress, so everything stays in place and it snatches her in all the right places. This is a very different look for her. She's never worn gloves before, so I paired it with sheer gloves, all crystallized and customized for her too, that match the mesh skirt. And the dress itself was completely sheer also. But it was all hand beaded and hand sewn and doubled up and a whole bunch of other things. It was amazing. But you're going to see all of that. So I just wanted to just kind of describe that. But yeah, here you go. All right, as you see, we are getting there. I have secured the fabric to the bodice. I've put stitches, all had to hand stitch everything in on the corset so that when you pull the corset in, the dress goes in also, and not just the corset. So it's kind of sculpted to the body. But if you noticed, this fabric is double. I had to double it. So there's another layer of sequins underneath this because it was just too sheer without, like if you see down here on the leg, that's fine on the leg, but it's not fine on the body. And I know she wanted more of like a lot of black. Now, obviously I've got more to put on here, appliques and all that stuff, but I couldn't just have her that sheer. It was very sheer, like this, you barely even see the black mesh when you look in here. You see there? There's black mesh, but you barely see it once you're there. But then I also had to put a lot of light on it, and I wanted to see what it would look like with a ton of light, because obviously she's going to be under studio lights, so much lighting on the set of the reunion. And then if someone takes a picture with a flash, obviously it's going to look like skin because this does match her skin, but I didn't want it to be so obvious. So you see there's a hard cutoff right here. I am going to go and make this line less obvious. I'm going to bring it up a little bit higher in some places and kind of like scallop it in a way that you don't really notice it as much. And it just looks like it sheared out as we got to the end, because there is going to be a split on this side too that's going to go pretty high, right around this line here. But if you can see, like, all the beading, all the sequins there, it's a mix of sequins, paillettes, and also beading. And then little flowers. And then I'm going back on top of this and adding even more stones plus appliques, as you can see here. So we're working on that, but it all has to be hand done. There is no machine sewing of this at all because you just can't do it. First of all, with the beading, you just can't, which is why they pay me the big bucks. But also, it's the reason it takes so long, when it's a bespoke gown, So we got to go in and trim all this off. I'm actually going to hem it in here. And then we can start with the appliques. I still haven't put the piece. There's going to be a nude illusion mesh here just to keep this together. But I'm not putting that in just yet. And I'm not sure if I'm going to stop it here or right here. Probably. I don't know. But it matches her skin. You really won't see it. It's so thin. In fact, I can show you right here. It's so thin. Yeah. So you won't even see it on the skin. But yeah, we're moving along. I've got a lot of good music playing and a lot of coffee. So yeah. So I finished putting all the applique on, which looks amazing. But look what I've been doing. All the crystals that filled in all those blank spots look so amazing and so sparkly. Different sizes. Looks amazing. I'm still going to stone down here also, and I've also stoned in the bodice here too. But I've decided to take a break and move on to stoning the gloves. So this is my little glove station here, or stoning station. There's the gloves. I'm up early cutting out the skirt in triangles. I got about 4 yards of this mesh, and I am cutting triangles to create the skirt part. I'll show you the skirt, which is this part right here, which is sheer, and I'm going to stone on top of it, but let's just get this constructed. Also, I use electric scissors to cut. That's how I get these super sharp lines, just in case you're wondering. Electric scissors is the best investment I have ever made. All right, I moved all my furniture out of the way, by the way. But anyway, now we have the skirt constructed, in the triangles constructed, excuse me. It's not quite a skirt yet, so I have like 2 more panels to add to it. And then I'm going to do a little seam binding so it doesn't scratch, because this fabric is made of this like really hard mesh, and when it's nice and silky here, and it still has a little movement, but the corners, when you cut it, it cuts clean, but it is very sharp. Like you see those little jagged pieces right there? It can be kind of jagged, and it's already scratched me a few times. We do not want this scratching Miss Darby, okay? So, here we go. just make this in
Make
white.
it in pink.
Oh, in pink.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You know what's funny is I saw you on. It just popped up on my YouTube one day. Say yes to the dress.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you did that.
Yeah,
I know Monique did it
a long
also.
time ago. Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but I didn't know you did that. I was like, what?
Wow.
And it's the perfect shoe because it just gives you a long, like no strap in the front. It's the perfect shoe. You're not gonna want to take it off.
I really don't. I don't want to take it off now. I love it. Wow, you did the thing, girl. You did the thing. Not that I had any doubt.
Wow, look at you are look at.
Okay, babe. Yeah, it turned out so beautifully. Slit and everything.
So there you have it, the making of Ashley's dress. Make sure you catch it on the reunion this coming Sunday, so you can see it in motion and watch the, on RHOP in my design. It was an absolute honor, and I love working with Ashley. She's very easy to work with and a lot of fun and a great friend. And I will see you guys very soon. I have something else that you guys will see on Sunday also. But I'll wait to do a video for that after you guys see it. All right? I will see you soon in the next video. Promise I won't leave you long. Again, I promise. And make sure that you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next